Welcome to the Agility in Real Life podcast, Take 5 in Real Life. Now your hosts, Mike Studeman, Jeff Lee, and Pat Campbell.
Welcome back to Take 5 IRL, Take 5 in Real Life. I'm Mike Studeman, one of the partners at Agility IRL and your host for this episode. And I'm pleased to be joined again by my friend and fellow certified Scrum Trainer, Ben Floyd. Ben, thanks for coming back for another episode.
Hi, Mike. Thanks for having me back. I appreciate it.
So we're talking about what all the cool kids are talking about these days, artificial intelligence. And in our one of our earlier episodes, Ben, you had talked about giving our listeners some tips on how to get comfortable with AI. So today I want to give you a scenario and get your thoughts on how to address it. So I'm playing with various AI tools. I'm working on it. All of a sudden, I get an email or my boss taps me on the shoulder and says, "Well, we have this new AI policy. You need to stop using these tools." How do I keep learning? How do I keep growing? My company has this new policy. How do I keep not only learning about AI, but leveraging it for the problems that I'm trying to solve?
Great
Because it's
question.
about me. I'm making it about me, Ben.
Yep. And what you just described actually opens up two opportunities to you.
Hmm.
One is to keep your skills going, and two is to show the value back to the company and how it can be done. It can be simply done with a $3,000 laptop run locally without the internet. But
Really?
let's talk about you. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could definitely do that. But let's talk about you, and you get this no AI policy. One of the things that we do with the AI class is we tell them right up front, Mike. It's in our disclaimer. It says if your company has a no AI policy, you should respect that. You should protect their data and their privacy, and we fully support that. Now, your skills need to come along with AI because if they don't, you're going to be the one who's going to be let go eventually. Maybe not this year, maybe not next
Sure.
year, but the person that keeps coming up with amazing ideas somehow and keeps coming up with, I know how to do this. Simply just if you, for example, if you were to take our 2-day AI certified certification class and your company has a no AI policy, use your personal computer.
Hmm.
Do not put any company data on it whatsoever. We can show you how to use a fictitious company, a fictitious name. Never use your company's raw numbers or anything that would identify it. And keep learning those skills. This 2-day certification class, a great jumping off point, will get you 95% further along than any Coursera, any type of self-paced learning.
Sure.
But
So let me interrupt
go
there.
ahead.
So what you're saying is, personal laptop, respect the policy. I think that's good advice. Two, how do I solve my problem though? Right? So I work for Agility IRL, and we have a policy that says no Agility IRL data can go into any AI engines. But I want to impress Pat and Jeff, my partners, with these solutions that I've been come up with. How do I navigate that? I can't use AI to produce those anymore, right?
You can simply just don't use Pat and Jeff's names. Use you need to. You'll learn this in the class. Is you need to set the stage with the AI and say, I've got this type of a senior VP who's telling me this. I've got this C-level person who's telling me this. This is the type of scenario with tomatoes, and I'm trying to get a solution. I need at least 5 ideas that will take care of the problem with the tomatoes so I can present back to the director and present back to the senior VP. So you can still give it a scenario. Don't use company information.
So kind of genericize it. And I didn't think we'd be talking about tomatoes today, but tomatoes are a code word for perhaps agile transformation clients or certification clients or whatever that is. Genericize those so that you can keep getting those unique solutions
And
that
then
are
you take
enabled
those
by
back
AI.
to work. Right. You take those back to work and try them and see what the results were. and then come back and tell it some more. The more that you have a conversation with the AI, the more that you set the stage, the better the ideas, the better the solutions. And you can always save that conversation, that chat, and then come back later on and say, this is the results.
Mm.
Jeff was happy, but Pat was not. And I need to take care of this with Pat. What are some other solutions? And it will continue the conversation with you.
Wow, there's a lot there, I think, for our listeners and our viewers to kind of encapsulate. So respect the policy, use your own laptop, genericize the solution, save whatever AI generates for you, and then come back and provide it with the real world outcome of its advice so that it can learn and even provide you more insight.
Yeah, one of the best ways to save it, by the way, a great point there was simply copy the entire conversation and save it off into a Google Doc.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to bring it right back up to speed in about 10 seconds.
Awesome. Well, I really am enjoying our series of discussions here, Ben, on artificial intelligence. Appreciate your time today. For our viewers, look forward to more episodes as we continue to explore artificial intelligence with Ben Floyd. Ben, have a great day.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Take 5 IRL podcast. If you like it, please go ahead and share it with someone, as well as like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. We are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Also, leave us a comment or a suggestion for a future episode. Again, thanks for listening, and we look forward to you joining us next time on the Take 5 IRL podcast.